Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson here at Playground Sessions YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm fulfilling another request. The members of our Facebook community voted on this one. This is Elton John's Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Word. Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at the intro from our intermediate level arrangement. That section we'll be breaking down and learning together sounds like this. 1, 2, set, go. Sweet, all right, there's 100%. Let's go ahead and break this down. I'll start with the right hand first. We'll talk about the notes, the fingerings, the hand positions, the rhythms, all that stuff, okay? Let's get started. Our key signature is 2 flats, B flat and E flat. That tells us we're in the key of B flat major. Our time signature here is cut common time. So this is common time, 4/4, right? Common time. But we're kind of cutting it in half, and we're feeling it in a half-time feel, okay? Now, our very first note is a D, an octave above middle C. Here's middle C, here's D. Here's our first note in this section. And we're holding it. It's a whole note tied to another whole note, tied to another whole note, tied to a half note, okay? So for a while, the right hand's just holding this D, and we can focus on the left hand part. All right, but at the end of measure 4, we see this 8th note pattern. B flat, A, G, D. That's a good little thing to work out. Start slow and just let your fingers kind of practice that until you can do it faster and more comfy, okay? So anyways, we get to that measure, we're still holding this D, and we go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Next line down, we see our 2 finger lands on not an E, but an E flat. Remember, our key signature says E flat. Okay, then we go down to a B natural with our 4th finger. We're going to play B, C, G, E flat, D, C tied over. Now we have some 8th notes. G, F sharp, G, A. Next measure, G, F sharp, 2 to C, 1 to A. So a little bit of hand position moving there. Definitely want to take your time through this and practice it a lot before we go on to what we're going to do now, which is try to play this thing in tempo, okay? We'll focus more on these rhythms now, but we'll do it at a slow tempo to start, and then we'll speed it up. So here we go, right hand, slow speed. 2, set, go. Hold it. Here we go. Okay, great. Now let's try it at full tempo. 1, 2, set, go. All right, that right hand is now at 100%, so let's shift gears now and talk about this left hand part. We're going to start with a cluster chord here, F, G, B flat. That's a G minor over F if we look at the chord symbol. We'll do 2 of those. Then we're going to bring that bottom F down to an E natural, keeping the other notes the same. Next measure, E natural, continuing the pattern, goes down another half step to E flat. Do 2 of those. And again, next measure, that bottom note continuing to go down by a half step to D now. And that's just a nice progression right there on its own. This chord, down a half step to E diminished, half step down to E flat, and then down to G minor over D. That's nice, right? Now take a look here. We've actually been in a treble clef notation so far, and that's why our left hand is way up here instead of down here where we usually see it. Okay? So the treble clef up front actually puts us up there. Now, at the end of measure 4, we see a bass clef, That's to remind us or to let us know that when we jump down to the next line, heads up, we're now in bass clef. Okay, so even though on the staff our next note looks higher than what we just played, because we're switching to the bass clef, it's actually lower. So here's our last chord we played. Now in bass clef, that's a middle C, so we're jumping down. Single note, middle C, okay? Next measure, half rest, and then an octave lower, C. Next measure, A diminished over C. That looks like this. That's a fun chord. And our final chord is a D major. Why don't we cue up our backing track and try playing this one as well, okay? Let's do it at full tempo. I think we got this. 1, 2, set, go. Awesome stuff. All right, we got each hand done individually now. We're in the home stretch. Let's put these hands together. We'll start slow, and then we'll speed up once we get that down. But let's not be in a hurry, okay? Once you get it at 100% at the slow speed, I encourage you to do it again and again and again and again at the slow speed. You want to be able to get 100% every time without really giving it much thought, okay? Then go to full speed, see if you can get to that same status. Then you've really mastered this part, okay? So be patient. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to do it one time for you. Let's do it slow tempo first, and then we'll go to full tempo, and you're out of here. I should remind you that we're doing a free trial, so tap this card above if you want to finish this song in the app and learn a ton more. You got to check it out. It grades you as you play, and it's really, really cool. So in the meantime, though, we're going to wrap this song up, and here it is. Hands together, slowly. Set, go. Okay, good work. Now let's speed this thing up and we're done. We're out of here. 1, 2, set, go. Okay everyone, there we have it. So we're just getting off the heels of our Elton John challenge. It's been a super fun month. I'm glad I could bring another Elton song to you here. Thanks again everyone who voted on this tutorial. If you'd like to participate in these votes on Facebook and have your voices heard, go ahead and click the link in this video's description to join the Facebook community. In the meantime guys, I'll let you keep digging around here on the Playground channel. We got a ton more for you to learn, and the app has even more, so take advantage of that free trial. I'm Phil, and I'll see you guys soon for the next lesson. The features you saw on screen today can be at your fingertips with the Playground Sessions app. Co-created by music legend Quincy Jones, Playground teaches the piano with interactive feedback and gaming features, all while using your favorite songs. Alright guys, I'm Phil. Hit subscribe so I can see you for the next video.